Hey y'all, welcome back to A Little in Light. I'm Samantha. We are out in the rabbit barn today because we've been having some troubles. The first being, we bred rabbits almost 40 days ago and we still don't have any babies. Just as a little refresher, when we got meat rabbits for the first time on this property, I did a thing. We bought 4 rabbits. There were 3 males and 1 female. The woman just needed to get rid of them. She was starting chemotherapy. It wasn't a good situation. However, none of those males ended up working out for us. One of the very first things we did was decide on which male we didn't want, because there were 3 of them, and we let him go. So we started looking for does and we ended up finding 3. And then later we got another one. She's over here. And then we bred them. All of them. The buck that I really liked, my favorite one, was a blue silver fox. And we noticed that when he was trying to breed, something just wasn't quite right. So we took him out and checked him out, and it ended up that he had some issues down below. He had some injuries and some kind of infection. Like, it was not good. Really, that's my fault for not thoroughly checking my animal before I purchased it, but I think I was just kind of in a hurry and was feeling bad for the person I was getting them from, which in the long run didn't work out very well for me. So I'm gonna be better about that from now on. So we started taking special care of that buck. Here we have Wyatt. Hey buddy. He stayed up by the house. He got penicillin injections and some different medications. We were just doing the best we could, and it just wasn't gonna happen. He was not coming back from it, and there was no need to make him suffer. So we went ahead and put him down. So that left us with 1 buck. This is Morgan, and we checked him over. He looked good, so we went ahead and bred him to all of the remaining open girls. And then we waited until their due dates, and they never had babies. Unless there was a major coincidence where we have 5 does that are infertile or just didn't take, we had a sterile buck. This is the guy that's got to go. We purchased him and a few other rabbits at the same time. One of them we had to put down due to injury. This one actually is sterile. He's going in the freezer. So after all of this mess, we still didn't have any babies. And I reached out to a woman. She's kind of my rabbit guru. Like, we were already planning to get a young buck from her because I like to keep 2 bucks at all times. And she just had one that I really liked his colors. Anyways, I reached out to her. I was like, hey, listen, do you have any that are of breeding age? Because I think that I have a sterile buck and I have to breed. Like, I can't just have all of these rabbits hanging out with us. We don't do pets. 3 days ago, I went and picked up our 2 new bucks. This is our new breeding buck. He has already bred 4 of our girls, so we're hoping for babies around the first week of the year, so the 1st of January. He is a New Zealand and Rex cross. He's really smaller than I would like to have my buck be. However, I would rather have small babies than no babies at all. This little fella's name is Billy, also named from Tombstone. He's in a temporary cage right now until we can get another one of these 24-inch by 24-inch cages. But this is plenty of space for him because he's so small. Yesterday we dispatched the sterile buck. That might seem kind of harsh. He couldn't serve his purpose here on the farm, and so he's gonna serve another one by sustaining our family. A woman in one of my rabbit groups on Facebook said, keep the best and you eat the rest, and that's what we're gonna do. So there's your rabbit update. We haven't added to the barn anymore, although we will fairly soon, since We need to put that female in a bigger cage. Anyway, we're also planning on putting tarps or plastic, something as a windbreak on either side, since it has been getting, cold for us here in South Georgia. But the other thing is it's really windy. So that's what I'm more concerned about than the actual cold. Anyways, so yeah, that's where everything is with the rabbits. We will know about the first of the year if our buck is good now, or if it's not, then we have to start looking at our does and see what's going on. But hopefully we have babies on the way. You gonna have babies? Well, that's really gonna wrap it up for us today. I want to share with you guys our successes, but also our failures. Because you win some, you lose some, and hopefully when you lose, you also learn. So this is us learning. Thanks for hanging out. Until we meet again, bye y'all.